Yo guys, Theo here on Common Sense. Out here in the morning/forenoon sun to tell you guys how not to lose muscle, whether you're doing intermittent fasting, prolonged fasting, or no fasting at all. So I just want to tell you that I have quite a high energy and I'm in a bit of a rush because I have a client call in less than 10 minutes. So if I sound a bit angry or aggressive, it's just the high energy and urgency of what I'm going to tell you now. So yeah, I get this question so very often. How to prevent muscle loss when fasting or like just in general when cutting. And the thing is, you got to understand that this is an idea that's been planted into your head by the fitness industry, that you're even, where did this idea that you're going to lose muscle come from? Ask yourself that. Was it you that intuitively figured that out, that if I fast or if I'm in a calorie deficit, I eat less than I spend, I might lose muscle? Did you come up with that idea entirely on your own? Or is it like ideas? This is how to avoid to lose muscle, how to not lose muscle. Don't do this or else you lose muscle. You've been spammed by this when you're taking part in fitness and weight loss content, right? So all of these are fear-mongering tactics, like always in the fitness industry. Make you scared, worried about something, so that you will buy the help, you know. Either the perfect coach that with my meal plan, you know, you'll never lose muscle, or the fucking product, or this anti-catabolic supplement, whatever it might be, you know. You have to understand, so much in the world, but especially in the fitness industry, is that, you know, they play of your fear of missing out, you just fear of losing something, fear of spending money, energy, effort, and still not getting what you want, right? They play into your fear so that you will buy the thing, get the shit, you know. And, you know, I obviously sell coaching too, and I will sell supplements at some point, because even though they're less than 1% of the entire life process that I teach, there's still something, and it could be, you know, but I will never fearmonger with you. I will never tell you that without this supplement you lose muscle or you can't make the gains I've made. They are because of this. I promise to always be genuine with all of that with you guys, and please do call me out if I seem to stray away from that, because there's nothing wrong with making a living, making money off of what you do, as long as it's honest work, right? You're not scaring people. Right, so after that little monologue intro about why are you fucking even afraid of this? Because think of it logically, without these ideas that have been planted into your head. You have body fat to spare. Like even me, I'm quite ripped, you know, but maybe 12% body fat or something. I'm not starving. Why would my body immediately, when it notices that, okay, we're not getting any energy from the outside, we do have these thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of calories, in my case, you know, in fat, but let's just catabolize the muscle. The one force we have to actually go, we use our muscles to go away. And even if we don't have to hunt, you literally go, walk with your muscles to the store and pick up food, right? Why would the body be so stupid or work so uselessly that immediately, when it doesn't get energy, we have all this useless extra fat tissue, but let's just catabolize on the muscles. That makes sense, of course. The one force we have to get more food that we don't now get, let's catabolize that first, you know. So obviously you can lose much muscle and would do so eventually. It's just that it's not as big of a worry as you think at all. It's just something that can happen in the body. But when you're doing fat, like all the guys that ask about that, I'm always like, but you're fasting, you know, obviously a catabolic state, you're gonna lose fat, maybe like a minuscule amount of muscle, but nothing that you'll be able to tell from like a 3-day fast. But why are you not gonna eat protein and train after the fast? Or what are you worried about? It's like, or do you think that magically something with losing a promille, a thousandth, you know, 1 out of 1,000 of your entire muscle mass from a fast, do you think that just doesn't come back? When you lose it specifically from cutting or fasting, that muscle is just gone. No, you can't get it back. Like, so it's so stupid, you know. I'm going to tell you exactly what you can do to prevent it even less, but, you know, what all of you guys are looking for is me saying something that will make you just know that, okay, I don't lose muscle, I don't feel afraid about it now, I'm not worried about it at all. This is all the people. They want to get over their fears without having to face them. And this, I've told this so many times on this channel, that when I got into the fasting and learned mainly from Cole Robinson, Snake Diet, I heard him say, you don't lose muscle. He talked about the growth hormone and all that, you know. But do you think that I was just, I could just trust him and feel good about it? Like, I trusted him stoically, but emotionally I am very afraid. Like, all hard work I put in, all these gains, you know, will I actually not lose them at all if I don't eat for days, you know? And then this was something, even doing fast and noticing I didn't really lose strength, I can't tell that I lost any muscle, I was still afraid of it many times, especially when I hadn't fasted in a while and did it again. But doing it over and over, now I don't care about it, because I know that if I would even lose something, which I have never been able to observe that I've done from the hundreds of fasts of 2 day plus that I've done at this point, right? And even if I lost something, you know, it all comes back when I eat protein and train again. So the best ways to prevent muscle loss when cutting or fasting is just that do every fucking thing you would do normally, except the cutting thing. Like outside the fast, you eat enough protein and you train hard. If you're on a daily deficit and you don't even fast, then you keep training hard and eating enough protein. The protein is not what you decrease when you go on your deficit. It's mainly the carbs most of the time, or maybe the fat. Yeah, and that's really all there is to it. 2 grams of protein per kilo body weight, 1 gram per pound basically of ideal body weight. No man that is not on steroids needs more than 200 grams of protein to build muscle. Then it can be useful for other, I don't see any issue with it, but we're talking about the need. Like protein is the easiest thing. If you're not a vegan or something and you're just aware that you need protein, it's very difficult to undereat on protein. And just don't stop training just because you're cutting, you know. It's like, yeah. And then the little things you can do is you can still do weightlifting on the fast, but not too hard. There's no point in training too hard. That's also why I always program fasts in a cut for a lifter, that you take, if I train on Saturday, for instance, I eat on Saturday and I eat on Sunday when I don't train, so that my body and muscle recover well, you know, so that I don't go in with broken down muscle tissue into the fast when I don't get any more building blocks, I don't eat any protein. Then I might lose a bit of muscle, still very minuscule, but it's a tiny optimization. Make sure you give yourself 1 extra day to recover before you go into the fast. Then you can weightlift on the fast, but again, there's no point in just smashing a workout like you'd normally do during the fast, right? Because again, if you break down muscle there, you have no protein. That's actually what will cause muscle loss. But if you do something like, you know, take your normal workout and you just do the sets at like 70% effort instead, or you do 1 high effort set but just do 1 set, you know, you cut either the intensity or the volume down, and then, you know, you just stimulate it. The body responds to different signals you give it, right? So you just send your body the little signal that, hey, apparently even when we're not eating, we're still using the muscle mass. So when possible, dear body, preferentially take protein from other tissue that we have an excess of, like skin, you know, we have some protein in the skin. So, and you could do the sauna. The sauna has many synergistic effects with fasting, like the autophagy and decreased inflammation. Yeah, one of them is also this growth hormone spike that will just prevent muscle breakdown even further. So, but let me tell you, when I've done nothing more than fast, I have not trained, I have not thought about how to prevent the muscle loss. When I come back to just train and eat normally, there's never been a problem, you know. There was something. Yeah, again, the last thing would be, just think everything you want out of your body, may that be building muscle or cutting fat, the more you just make your body healthy and work the way it should, the easier it is, right? A healthy body that has everything it needs, micronutrients-wise, it sleeps well, it recovers well. You know, if you go in a deficit, it will just burn fat and nothing else. It's a highly stressed, unhealthy individual that might lose more muscle, you know. Same thing when you're gonna bulk. You're a healthy body, you have a healthy body, you train hard, you're in a calorie surplus of mainly healthy whole foods, you know, you're gonna put on mainly muscle. Then of course, if you exceed, if you do huge surplus that I did, you know, consciously to put on a bit more fat, you will. But I'm saying the better you treat your body overall, the more it does what it's supposed to when you try to do that thing. So for instance, with weight loss and minimizing muscle loss, like if you're doing something stupid like, oh, I think if I take this supplement or blah blah blah, and you don't sleep well, for instance, that's like moronic, you know. Like the sleep is going to be very important for in a deficit for your like nutrient partitioning, but in another sense, like your catabolic partitioning. What tissue will your body burn? The more stressed you are, the less you sleep, the higher cortisol you have, the more likely it is that you're gonna burn through muscle mass. It still doesn't have to happen, you know, as long as you train and eat well, you know, but a big sleep deficit is something that very possibly could make you lose muscle instead of fat, or preferentially more muscle than fat, or even lose any muscle at all, and you'd lose only fat otherwise. So, guys, now I made this into a 10-minute video and I'm happy. Please let me know, was there anything that was unclear? Anything else in regards to cutting you'd like me to talk more about, or fasting, or building muscle? More specific you can be with your input, the better. And I've tried to show you guys that every single one of you that has commented with direct ideas, I've either said yes and done it immediately, or said I put it in the queue and I've written it down in my list. It's more helpful. It's more helpful. And yeah, of course, some of you guys ask for like this video that I feel like I've made 20 times already, but it's fine. It's part of being a coach, leader. You have to remind people of the thing, make points clear and all that, so that's fine. But please comment and let me know what you like to see, and please comment anyway. All comments and likes help support the channel. It's very much appreciated. I'm putting out like crazy and the growth has slowed down. I need you guys' help with that. Please consider becoming a Patreon for at least $1 a month to support me, make me be able to do higher quality and quantity in my content. Consider that. Please subscribe for more content about fitness, fasting, losing weight, building muscle, self-improvement, mental health, stoicism, philosophy, all kinds of self-improvement and cool shit, you guys. Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you later on a live stream at 6 p.m. on Saturday, my time, Central European time. That's in the morning for Americans. It's going to be a standard stream. I'm going to make sure to remember to schedule it more. But yes, guys, I will see you later. Peace.